Hi everyone, welcome to the next devlog for tile map. I'm super happy and motivated, and in this video I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, this devlog is slightly longer because it actually contains two game updates. One is about the chunk system and saving, and the second about decorations and a new biome. Actually, I'll start the other way around with the second update. I started with a couple improvements, including a few of those that I received on my Discord server, link below. I then jumped to add a couple improvements, like a very crucial tooltip that shows you names of items so we can finally know what you're crafting and what you need to do so, and a button to toggle between showing all recipes or only those you can craft. I made a small change to obtaining metals like copper, tin and bronze. To put more use to the furnace, now we will get metal ores that you need to then smelt to get the metal instead of getting them right away. And then I could work on decorations. There is a huge difference between tile map and Minecraft when it comes to building. In Minecraft, everything is made from the little blocks that can be put very differently together and in 3D, while in tile map the objects are more objects than small blocks, and there is much less space to build, if you can understand my explanation. The biggest problem was the interior, because there wasn't really too much to place there, not counting crafting tables and chests. But now I can present you stone floor, stylish lamps, flower pots, banners, regals, tables and chairs. Also, worth mentioning is that there is a new tool, a paintbrush, with which you can customize colors or rotation of some furniture. At the end, I added a new biome to the game, which is Havana Unana. Half of my heart is in Havana. Oh sorry, that was called Savannah Unana. And on the savannah you can find acacia trees with redwood, dry grass and ostriches that like to hide their heads in sand and run fast for some reason. Also, the slight noticeable improvement is the smooth ambient shadows I've added that give a little bit of depth to the whole scene. So each time I added something new to the game, it was never actually fully playable. What I have in mind is that it lacked two very important features that I actually feared adding. These were chunk system and saving. The chunk system is crucial for optimization, because after hours of placing new tiles, all of them would be active even if we couldn't see them or were just very far away. Now imagine hundreds of chunks with objects and mobs being active all the time and new being added every day in the game. If you played Minecraft, you may have heard about chunks, and you may also have noticed a render distance option. It works in the way that the chunks within a certain distance around the player are loaded. And that's exactly what I need to do, but slightly different. Minecraft is 3D while tile map is 2D. So these systems can't be exactly the same. Main difference is that the render distance will actually always be the same, because the screen edges are limiting how far we can see. On the other side, we need to also take that same screen into consideration, because an old school 4:3 monitor will have a different render size than an ultra-wide 21:9 monitor. To make this system work, I also needed to change some existing features, like assigning mobs and objects to certain chunks. Okay, the objects are stationary, so it's easy, but mobs can move and that causes some problems. But I got an idea that the mobs could just walk in the boundaries of their chunks, so that they won't walk off their own chunk. And that idea was also beneficial for one more thing. Before, animals and monsters could walk completely anywhere they wanted. And that was slightly strange, because for example, sheep could naturally just end up in a desert. But hey, I still needed to implement a feature where mobs can change a chunk. That's because they can be lured with vegetables and move to a different place. After that, I could start working on a save and load system. And what I actually save? I was always curious how games do that, and it strongly depends on the type of the game. Some games may just save the progress of the campaign and couple details, while others may need to save whole worlds. For example, Minecraft, Oxygen Not Included, or my game have random generated words that the player can heavily interact with by destroying and placing objects. So what is saved in tilemap? Player position with his health and hunger, daytime, cards collected, items in inventory, every chunk with every object they contain, and few other details. Some objects and mobs even need an additional data to save. For example, chests and regals have their own inventory. I remember finding new stuff needed to be saved during the whole time developing this feature. But the feeling at the end when I can close the game, open it and see the same word with everything saved is remarkable. At the very last I made a simple pause menu, so we could now save, create a new word or exit the game with the press of the button. And that's mostly it. For the next time, prepare for the new monsters and weapons to be added. As always, I hope you liked the video. Have a great time guys. See ya!